Welcome to the Love Lounge. I am Toya Knowles, your favorite hairstylist. Listen, I'm super excited about this video. This is one of many. A series of videos will be coming to you soon. And today I have the honor that my little cousin will be doing an interview for me just so you can understand where the Love Lounge came from and what it all entails. So please subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so, and I look forward to hearing your comments. I love you guys.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the Love Lounge. Welcome to my cousin's channel as well. This is our first video, so bear with us. Definitely more to come, so stay tuned. Again, like I said, this is my cousin Toya Knowles, and she is the creator and owner of this awesome place that we're sitting in right now called the Love Lounge, and also the creator of the It's All About Love Posse. Today I'm going to be interviewing her and having conversation about love, faith, healing, and the journey that led her here. So yeah, I'm so excited, and thank you for letting me interview you, and let's get into it.
I'm excited. Thank you for taking the time to believe in this and do this with me. So I'm excited about that as well.
All right, well, let's waste no more time. Let's get right into it. My first question for you is, what made you name the salon the Love Lounge?
It's just a real simple answer. When I got the keys to the space, I did a quick video around the space. I posted it on Facebook and I said I got the keys, and I was jumping up and down and everything. When I later on that day I started reading the comments, and all the clients was like, I can't wait to join the Love Lounge. I can't wait to come to the Love Lounge. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, because I was going to call it after my book, It's All About Love. Mm-hmm. But when I kept hearing it, it was resonating with me, and I was like, I'm going with the Love Lounge. It's easy, it's simple, and it's clear.
Yeah, and it has like a natural flow.
Yes.
The Love Lounge.
Yes.
And that's really what it is. With that being said, what is the difference between the Love Lounge and then the It's All About Love Posse?
So the Love Lounge is the actual space. It's where I do hair. It's where I give the experience. It's where I help my clients understand or learn how to lead in love in all areas of their life, whether it's how you eat, movement, sleep, mindset, and so many more. But It's All About Love Posse is the actual movement. It's the community. It's the membership that I'm creating.
Awesome. And I love that name. So where did the vision for the It's All About Love Posse come from?
From my book, because I wrote a book a little bit just about what I felt my journey has been since I was in my 20s. So in my chapter, in my book, it talks about mindset, manifesting your mindset. It talks about when you change your food, you change your life. It talks about being a big kid at heart. So for me, that meant doing things that I enjoyed doing when I was young that brought me peace, joy, and happiness and laughter. It talked about fuel your faith. I'm very spiritual, so I know God it's got to be the center of my life for any of this to even happen. Mm-hmm. And that's just to name a few of the chapters. So for me, that's really where it came from. It's just my experiences and my journey, and everybody has one, and it's a lifestyle, because it's a daily walk on how we love ourselves.
Yeah, you can't just say you gotta walk it and live it. So
yes,
definitely something you gotta really be 100% in.
Yeah.
How did your personal journey with self-love shape and influence what you're building today?
Because I think because I've always strived to understand what that looks like. Because at a young age, I got married, and after being together maybe a couple of years, I experienced domestic violence. And unknowingly, I was on a journey of loving myself, because I had to figure out how to leave the situation. And so that was just part of it. But just entities in my life that happened. I had fibroids, I had cysts. Like, I had so many different things that came from bad choices of food, me not moving my body. So those entities kind of always, it eventually came into full circle, because that's when I used to always say it's more than just hair. Like, your journey of love is not because you physically got your hair looking cute, your nails polished. No, it's deeper stuff. It's dealing with trauma. It's dealing with bad food choices, not moving your body. Like, it's so many entities.
Yeah.
And I just think people don't be aware of it, because I think most people feel like love is just aesthetics.
Yeah.
They don't realize, oh, I done dealt with this grief. Oh, I feel better.
Yeah.
Or I chose a salad with salmon or mushrooms versus a hamburger and some fries with ketchup, hot sauce, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's different entities, but for me, the main one is just really focusing on inner work more so than the outer work. Because once you focus on the inner work, the outer work gonna glow anyway.
Yeah, and I feel like basically what you're saying is like loving yourself is making an effort to become like the best version of yourself.
Every
And
day.
it's not identical from person to person. It's very individualized. It's very catered to that person, that individual. So when you are on this journey, I feel like you have to be careful of taking your eyes off of you, and then because I feel like when people do that, they start comparing their journeys to others, and that's not you. Like, just focus on your journey. Your journey's not going to be the same, and that's something I had to learn because, you know, I'm going to be 32 in June, and you know, when I see people I went to school with or classmates like getting married, having children.
Mm-hmm.
That is something I thought I would have already done by now, but honestly, everything happens for a reason. It wasn't meant for me to do that now, but I've been focusing on Raina and being the best version of Raina in my own way, in my own journey, like my little fitness journey and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I really believe what you say when you say it comes from within and focusing on loving me, myself.
And it's so crazy that you just said that, because I want to be married again too. And when you kind of do look at people and be like, what's wrong with me? But I had a client, rest in peace, because she passed away not too long ago. But she used to always say, when things aren't going the way you want them, the best project you can ever work on is you. And as long as you work on you, things are gonna shift. You're not gonna even see it coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna see it coming. It's just gonna come. We're like, where did it come from?
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm still, well, you never stop being on the journey. That's why I still do the things that I do, because we gotta work on us.
Yep.
And I'm glad you said that about yourself, because, and I'm changing the topic, because y'all, she gonna be training me in a minute. She just don't know it, because I'm about to be 55 and I gotta be snatched.
Oh, I do a little something.
She good. But yeah, to your point, it's always about finding what you need to do for you, because we do compare and compete unknowingly sometimes. But when you stay spiritual and true to yourself, you know that competition, it's enough out here for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own journey.
Yeah, and there's no book that has a step-by-step process that applies to everybody. So
That part.
that's something that you learn with growth
Time.
and
Yeah,
too.
with time and growth.
There's no particular order
Mhm.
to live life.
Yeah.
Accurate. So to continue the interview, Toya, how do you feel food, hair, and mindset are connected, or what does that look like in Toya's life?
Food, hair, connected. So for me, I've been on a journey of always learning how to nourish my body better. And now I am plant-based, but prior to that, I ate meat and dairy products for 45, about 50 years of my life. Because I only been plant-based maybe almost 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so I experienced going plant-based with a client. She had to lose some weight and for surgery. So she was like, Toya, do this 31-day vegan with soul with me, because we was following this guy named Darius Williams from Chicago that was doing it. So we tried all these recipes, and what was happening was my energy was so like up here. And clients was like, man, what you doing? Your skin look good. You slimming down.
About you.
Yeah, I had this glow and all this. And I said, well, I haven't been eating meat or any dairy. And so in my mind, because I like food, be such a food junkie, I went back to eating meat after them 31 days. And I felt so sluggish instantly. And I also felt like I was reversing back and my age was looking my age, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So, and I wasn't getting compliments on my skin anymore. So I was like, wait a minute. I noticed the difference. So I would always tell people to try something different, because you won't know what you'll feel like until you try it. But for me, I felt much better. So nourishment for me and not eating dairy is so much better for me, because I wasn't feeling tired, sluggish. I didn't have all that mucus build up, and truthfully, my hot flashes and all of that went away. And I didn't even realize it until your mama said, I got hot flashes. I said, you know what? I ain't been having none since I haven't been eating meat or dairy. So I think everybody needs to just experience it. So for me, nourishment is king over everything. I think that it is important because food heals our body, whether you believe it or not. You ain't gotta take it from me. Research it. Do what works for you. But for me, it healed my body, and I'm still on that journey.
Yeah.
Because I gotta learn it to my best ability. And the other part of the question was about the hair and mindset. So with me being a hairstylist, I have to really be the example of what I talk to my clients about. And back in my 20s and 30s, I know I wasn't the example, but I preached, how is your hydration? What are you eating? Do you work out? How's your stress levels? But my stuff wasn't tip top. I was eating whatever I wanted to do. My stress levels was up and down. I wasn't really working out because I didn't have to. When I was in my 20s, from a teenager to my 30, like 35, I didn't have to work out. But when I got 35 and that weight came like that, I was like, oh no, I gotta do something different. I went from 121 to almost 159 pounds, 160 pounds. So that's when I started my fitness journey. And by the time I turned 40, I probably was at my best shape. I was 119. I had started toning really, really good. And people didn't believe I was as small as I was as far as the number scale. But I really still wore a size 5, but I was very toned.
Yeah, like a lean.
Yeah, I was real lean. And so I enjoyed that. Now, I did go up and down. I stop, I keep going, stop. But I'm here to say, stop stopping. Because I'm telling you, the journey gets tougher as you keep stopping.
Yeah.
So
it makes it harder to get, or more difficult to get back in the swing.
Because you got to really get that mind together to just be like, all right, Toya, all right, Raina, you got this.
Yeah.
And it's a journey, but it's so rewarding when you start moving.
Yeah.
It becomes a habit.
And when you see progress is very addicting too. So.
And then as far as the mindset, I mean, mindset is everything. I think that you can get the best way to get your mindset moving forward in a positive way, to me, is being around people with like-minded goals. Also, I listen to a lot of positive affirmations and videos. I read a lot of self-help books that have positive wording. Even things, because you'll say something and you don't realize it's negative until they say it a different way. And when you read, it's a book called Self-Talk. I think his name is Slam Master, I can't remember the name of it, but when I find it, I'm gonna share it back on my channel.
Yeah, that could be another video.
Yeah, but it was really, really good, and it was simple stuff. Just even like, I used to have a habit of saying, well, I'm gonna try and go to the gym in the morning, instead of just saying, I'm going to the gym in the morning. So it's just
easy
listening.
Easy adjustment.
So that's it in a nutshell for me. So you got something else you got something else you want to say?
No, I mean, I feel like that was a great answer. You hit all three: hair, food, mindset. So.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle because
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's lifestyle don't include all of those things, but it definitely got to include mindset and food, nourishment.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody's journey is different, and you have to find what works for you and tweak what works for you. And let me go back to nourishment. So what I realized, I had a book, and I think it's called Eating for Your Blood Type. And so one of the guys that come in the shop when I was in the other salon, he used to be vegan for like 17 or 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
But he stopped because he said he kept feeling sick. And in a realm, in my mind, I feel like everybody can be plant-based. But if you look at eating for your blood type, everybody can't.
Mm-hmm.
So my blood type is A. I'm supposed to be a vegetarian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even supposed to have meat. I can have animal-based foods like dairy or soy, stuff like that, but I can't have actual meat.
Mm-hmm.
And in the book, it basically is like if I wanted to eat chicken or lamb, it's like once every other week, and it's like a little bitty, like 2 ounces.
Oh, wow.
So that's like nothing.
Yeah.
And so even if you're interested in checking that out, just finding out what your blood type is and to see if you're in alignment with how you really should be eating. Because everybody's walk is going to be different. Plant-based just works for me.
Yeah.
You know?
That's cool. I never thought about aligning your diet to your blood type. So I have to look into it.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know my blood type.
Ooh, I didn't know mine. He said, what's your blood type? I said, I'm B positive. And he said, like, you sure? I said, I'm positive. So I called my doctor. She's like, ma'am, you're A. And I said, oh. And so then when I told him, he said, that's why you have the energy you have. That's why you have the glow, because you're eating it how your blood type is.
Okay. I have to try this, like, see if I feel different. My next question is the Love Lounge. Who is this space really for?
It's for women. And it's for women because that's my audience for now. And it's for us to really hone in and learn how to lead with love in all areas of our life. And everybody, of course, is different. It's learning how to love yourself through trauma, learning how to love yourself through how you nourish your body, mindset. It's so many different entities. I'm gonna even say finances, because a lot of us struggle with making sure we are staying on budget, putting money up aside for retirement, like loving yourself through that, understanding what money really does for you and what the components are, because it's so many avenues for it. And I want to bring that into this space because I want to create the resources for us to be able to learn to love all areas of our life together, because you may see something and I'd be like, oh man, I didn't think about that, and vice versa. So we have to be able to know it's a no judgment zone. We're here to do one thing, and that's learn how to lead with love in all areas of our life. Whether yours are different from mine or not, it's still the same progress, the same goal to move forward, to be better, because it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, the goal is still love. And
All
always
day
love.
long.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah, last question.
Yep.
Now we're in the last part of the interview. And my next question for you, cousin, is if you could leave one reminder or give like some sort of takeaway to women about love, what would it be?
I believe that first and foremost, love starts with God. Keeping Him within you, in your world, whatever that looks like. Praying, meditating, silence. Because I believe when you sit in silence, and I'm learning this now, when you sit in silence, you're learning to hear and see how God is moving in you. And you get your answers like that. Because it's like, when I wanted to get, I'll give you an example. When I wanted to get this salon, my lease wasn't up until September. And I came and looked at this space the week before we went to Belize. And I went to Belize May 12th. And so I asked the lady, I said, you think they'll hold it if I put a deposit down? She's like, I'm pretty sure they won't, but I asked. So she asked, And I kept saying, I don't know if this space is really for me. But when she came back, he said no. And so I instantly said, well, if God has this for me, it's going to be available.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, my lease was up in September. Around August, I started looking in other spaces, like other salon suites and stuff like that. And I looked at a place in Mansfield. I looked at another salon, a Spa Galleria, and I looked at Legacy Salons over by the mall. And the prices was different prices, but some of them were extreme. And then it made me think about this space again, because I had really forgotten about it. And I said, I'm gonna reach out to her, because the price was good for the amount of space that you have.
Yeah.
And I called, and she said, oh, the space is still available. I said, you lied.
It was meant to be.
And she said, remember what you said? She said, you said, if God wants this for you, it's gonna be available. And it was available. I came and looked at the space, I put the deposit down, and here we are.
Yeah.
In the Love Lounge. And then I also feel like, for me, and I want to say everybody should find kind of what works for them. But when I started my fitness journey and my nourishment and making sure that in the spaces that I'm in, like my salon, my home, when it's decluttered, when I add all those things together to have better nutrition, better movement, better declutter, my mind is not cluttered. I have so much clarity and much more focus. But when my house is in array and I start eating junk and I don't get the rest that I need, my mind be all over the place. And I only realized that when I took a class with a friend back home, Quentin Love. He has a restaurant on the west side, and he did like a little, I think it was 12 weeks, we met once a week, and it was centered around food, but it was a self-love journey. And he had like random questions in there. We had exercises that we had to do. Like one of the exercises was like, tell a random stranger you love them. And all of us didn't know, none of us. We only had Quentin in common.
Yeah.
And it was difficult for some people to actually say it. And when I went through that and I kind of fell off a little bit, he was like, he said, you don't realize when you eat better, you sleep better, you have better clarity. He said, when your home is clean and it's not decluttered and you got a lot of stuff everywhere, don't have a lot of stuff, you can flow better with clarity and you stay more committed. Because when I fell off, he had called me and I said, I just feel like I'm all over the place. He said, you are, because you're not eating, you're not resting in your house. He said, how's your house looking? I said, I need to clean up. He said, that's why.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. So just like now, my house is in array, and I'm like, I gotta clean this house up. So all those components to me really hit home. Like that's the things that you need to be able to focus on: your nourishment, your clarity, so you can have clarity, resting well, and just learning how to sit and listen when God is speaking through you. And that comes through many entities. A person might have said something, I might have saw a video, or I might have read something in a book. Like, you can pray for something and sit in silence and listen, but it comes through individuals, it comes through a book or a post. So just being able to do all those entities, because it's not just one thing.
Okay. Oh, wait. Come back, cousin. I know you thought that was the last of the questions, but I came up with just 2 more questions of my own. So go ahead and sit and get comfortable.
Oh, God.
I want to make her think on the spot. So, don't worry, nothing too crazy.
Okay.
My first question is, who would you say, thinking about your whole journey, who would you say was part of your support system, who was in Toya's corner, and why do you feel it's important to have a support system?
That's a loaded question. Okay, I'm gonna first start with my family. My family is really my #1 support system. Always have been from day one, from any dream or whatever I've had. Always been my support team. So I think that for me, support is everything because it pushes you to do your best, to your best ability. Now, when I think back in my 20s, you said, right?
Or just like your whole journey.
My whole journey. So when I think back, I feel like even as being in grammar school or 8th grade, I say, or just in my younger years, my neighborhood friends I grew up with, my best friend Beverly, her family, we were always together, so it was always some type of support, whether she came to my basketball games, me running track, graduations, all of those different things. High school, same thing, family, childhood friends. Then as an adult, when I started working in different salons, 2 salons come in mind, which is Celebrity Hair Design and Desi's Full Service Salon, because it operated as business but also as a family. And we supported each other on growing our businesses, doing hair shows together, understanding finances. Now whether we stuck with it, that's one thing, but we got the support on doing better because the owners were leading by example. So shout out to Desi, shout out to Melvin, because they have truly implanted a lot in me, and it still sticks with me to this day because I still use the examples and things that they've taught me. What else? Say the question one more time. The people that impacted me.
Yeah, like your support system, and just based off of your answers to some of the previous questions, it seems like that thought of community has always been with you.
Community, I think, is huge. I don't think we can get to our best self without community, without support. I feel like oftentimes people will feel like, oh, I did this all by myself. In reality, nobody's done anything by themselves. There's always people in the background, whether people see it or not, from your tax person, from your family, from friends, and some strangers. Because even like for me, my support is my clients. They help me build the business that I have. Without them, I wouldn't have a business. So I think that it's an entity of loved ones, family, and strangers, because community is everything. I cannot be truly where I am without community. Just like now, you're helping me with the interview. You're not behind the scenes. You're right here. So it's support. So support is key, and that's why it's all about love. It's in existence because women need support. Men need it too. So I'm putting that in the universe. That's gonna be next. Somebody gonna be able to have the brotherhood of this sisterhood. And so community is always gonna be key, because we have to learn how to grow and lead with love. And I feel like with relationships, they do 2 things. They help you heal and they help you grow.
All right, well that is a wonderful answer, especially again, being put on the spot. She was not prepared for these questions. My second and the last question is, and take as much time as you may need,
Okay.
but if your younger version of yourself was sitting in this chair instead of me, what advice and words of wisdom, words of encouragement would you give 20-something Toya? What would you tell her right now today?
That's another question too. If I had to say something, it's almost like I want to almost say it's like a twofold, because I believe that in one realm I want to say nothing, because I feel like I'm supposed to be where I am right now through whatever that was from my 20s to now. But if you want me to actually say something, I would say be your true authentic self. Don't allow you to change who you are because you're wanting to please people, or you watching people and you're like, well, why I'm not here? Like, I think a lot of us can be guilty of comparing ourselves to other people, when in reality we need to love who we are, how we are in the moment that we're in, because there's phases in our life. that allow us to grow and be a better person individually every single day. I feel like when you do that, loving yourself is a lifestyle. It's just like going to the gym. It's just like nourishing our body. That's our lifestyle because that's what we enjoy doing. So when you learn to be your true authentic self, that's a lifestyle because you're accepting who you are in the different phases you need to go through, if that makes sense. So it's almost like being true to you no matter what roadblocks come, what challenges come, what people have to say. Just be who you are for you, but putting God in the rim of it because that's the only way you're gonna get through it. Yeah.
I think that's good.
I think that's it. I don't even want to complicate it.
I think younger Toya would appreciate those words.
Yeah, I don't want to complicate it.
Well, I said, that was good for being put on the spot.
Yeah.
And that's a loaded question, as you would say.
But that was a good question because we do need to think about those things. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to have those deeper dive. That's when I say deeper conversations. Because at the end of it, when you think about the whole rim of everything, it stems from love. Because you're learning to love yourself. Because it's every day. That's really a lifestyle. We just don't see it.
Yep.
It's a lifestyle. Good question, cousin. Y'all see how she put me on that spot? I was getting out the chair, about to get out of here.
I love that answer.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for allowing me to be able to be a part of this. This first video, first of many.
Yes.
I'm excited about what the future holds for not just the Love Lounge, but the It's All About Love Posse, and just what the future holds for Toya because she's really just getting started. With that being said, is there anything you want to say to the audience?
Of course. If any of this resonated with you, do not forget to share this video, subscribe to my channel, and on all other platforms. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, IG, LinkedIn. Just search Toya Knows. ToyakNowles. You know Beyonce cousin? Yeah. Yeah, subscribe to my channel. And then that's it.
Yep. And if you've been following, I think that is.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I think we got it. If you've been following my cousin for some time, you know she has her signature intro and sign off. And since I'm here, I want to experience it and be a part of it in real time. So go ahead and take it away.
So moving forward after this video, all of my intros will be, come on, bring your ear all the way in, bring it all the way in. You know your favorite hairstylist got something to share. And then in the end, so since we at the end of this video, I always say, peace, come on, do it with me. Peace, love, and I don't know why I do this, and hair grease. So peace, love, and hair grease. And then I say, Toya, what is your peace? What is your love? What is your hair grease? And it goes like this. My peace today is I'm grateful for waking up this morning, and I'm grateful that my cousin was able to interview me for this video because it's been long overdue. My love is still learning to just lead with love in all areas of my life and doing it unapologetically. What is my hair grease? Y'all know I'm a hairstylist, so I have to lead by example and share the journey so that we all can learn how to lead with love in all areas of our lives. So now I'm gonna put her on the spot. Okay. Raina, what is your peace, love, and hair grease? So what is your peace?
My peace is waking up this morning, having my health, clothes on my back, a roof over my head.
Yes.
And not really hurting for anything. My love is my family.
Yes.
Having their health and safety and all be in check. And then, of course, my dog Kilo. I love my dog Kilo.
Oh, my sugar. That's my sugar, y'all.
Yes. We love Kilo. And then
your
hair grease is going to be also leading by example as a teacher and coach. I work with a lot of students, basically the youth, the future, and they are sponges. So I feel like I have to lead by example and be their example. So
yes.
I feel like I'm doing that.
That's great job. That's good. So y'all don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Thank my cousin in the comments for doing this interview with me. And until the next video, we'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.
Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Stay tuned for the next video. Videos will be dropping on Sunday. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel and purchase my book on Amazon. It's All About Love by Toya Knows. I love you guys. Bye.